Our friend Chameleon, OD7SP, asked the question, how to deal with family participation in the program? First of all, I want to thank Chameleon for sending me his questions, and I wanted to let you know that I really appreciate your viewership. I hope the information in this video is helpful to you and to those who are currently going through the awful experience of gang stalking. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Efren Rodriguez and I was gang stalked for 7 years. I was so upset with the entire situation that I decided to dig as deep as possible in order for me to grow my knowledge about gang stalking, and that way I can help others that are going through the same thing, which is what led me to start this channel. So welcome. And alrighty, now let's talk about dealing with a target's family participating in gang stalking.
Here we go.
Julian, I am so sorry that you're going through that. It's awful and it sucks, but I want to tell you one thing that is crucial for you to know right now. In the beginning, I thought that my mom was involved in gang stalking. I really did. But what led me to see that it was how I was manipulated that was creating the illusion of my mom participating in gang stalking was only conditioning. The truth is that gang stalking messes with your mind, which is the device that you use to navigate reality, which makes it impossible for you to be able to distinguish between a person that is gang stalking you and one that isn't. It is literally impossible because the organ that you use to understand your world has been manipulated in such a way that makes you perceive a lot of things that everyone does as part of your gang stalking operation. What led me to really understand that my mom was not a gang stalker was her face of concern when I told her about the things that were happening to me. Gang stalkers, when they are actually gang stalkers, they laugh. You feel a sense of mockery in everything that they do. And even though my mom was doing the signals, the truth is that there was absolutely zero malice in anything that my mom did. But the longer I stayed away from San Diego, the more my reality was back to normal. And now I am completely unconditioned, unlike my hair. No, I'm just kidding. I'm completely unconditioned and I see now reality for what it is. And that is that my mom is not a gang stalker. If you are hanging out with family, please don't say anything about gang stalking because it is incredibly likely that they are not gang stalkers. The truth is that people are continuously messing with your mind in such a way that makes you perceive everyday sounds, everyday noises, everyday actions as confirmation of gang stalking. If you're using drugs, stop. If you're tired, go rest. The truth is that the more tired you are, the more easily your mind is going to be manipulated. And the reality of gang stalking becomes more real. But when you're sober and when you are with your feet on the ground, things are going to slowly go back to normal. And listen, I'm not saying that gang stalking feels real because you're on drugs. That's not the truth. The truth is that whenever you look tired, whenever you give any hint of using anything, at least in my case, that is when I was getting gang stalked. And the use of any substances adds to all the noises, adds to the bangs, adds to the lights, adds to the words that make no sense. So you are going to be constantly in a state of confusion. And let me tell you, being confused is something that I have grown to hate. For real. Because if you're getting targeted, you are going to be constantly and continuously confused by everyone. And you are going to be perceiving normal everyday actions such as that as part of being gang stalked. And the truth is that that's part of it. When you're getting gang stalked, you're going to be continuously in a state of confusion where you don't know if someone is conditioning you or if it's your mind executing the conditioning. So you're going to be unable to distinguish between gang stalkers and normal people. That is the magic, I guess, of gang stalking, is that you never know because the organ which you use to navigate reality is hacked. Your reality is literally hacked. And look, I was gang stalked to the point that I had to go to the hospital. For real. Like, I had to go to fucking ER because I just was like, it was fucking awful. And I had to like literally hide my face in my hands because any voice that I would hear would echo in my mind and it wouldn't stop. I was genuinely scared of going permanently crazy. It was fucking scary as fuck, seriously. But just know that regardless of how you might feel about consuming drugs or about the people, what I have to tell you is that there are enough people that wanna fuck you in the worst way possible, close to you. And the best thing to do is to alienate yourself from anyone that makes you feel confused. In fact, I recommend you to stay away from everyone and everything for a couple of weeks. And when you come back, you're gonna be less confused and you're gonna see things and people for who and what they are. And once you do that, you just make sure to stay away from the people that are going to perpetuate that type of behavior. Look, I have been good for a while now, and it's because I pulled myself away from drug addicts, from any type of behavior that could lead me to anyone that perpetuates the gang stalking narrative. And when my gang stalking started, that was the first information that I came across, was literally stop misbehaving and it will go away. And I was like, fuck that, I want to be able to use all the drugs that I want, because it's my right, it's my body, that's how I felt. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's exactly how I felt. And that still stays true. But that behavior, be it sexual, be it drug use, be it hanging out with people who are demonized, you have to become a saint. You have to stop any type of immoral behavior. And you have to stop hanging out with people that are immoral. And that closes the doorways. I don't want to sound all mystical. I don't. I really, really don't. But that's the only way out. You have to stop any type of immoral behavior. And you have to stop hanging out with people that push the immoral behavior onto you. Those people are not good for you. And as long as you keep the doors open to people that engage in all of those immoral activities with people that want your demise, as long as that keeps going and as long as you have those doors open, you are going to keep getting gang stalked. You have to stop engaging with anyone in any way, shape, or form that pushes the gang stalking narrative. For me, it was Grindr, it was Sniffies, it was engaging in drugs, and I had to literally block everyone and everything that pushed that narrative onto me. And that's the only way that I've stayed out of it. And it's not enough with only stopping the behavior, but you have to replace that old behavior with new habits, new things to keep your mind off of that. For me, it is the YouTube channel. I am constantly and continuously thinking about this channel. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna have a passing thought of drugs, of getting on Grindr, but no, I have more important things to do because I don't want to be a disappointment. I have disappointed in myself enough. And to finish off this video, let me just tell you that it is incredibly likely that none of your family is involved in gang stalking unless you are engaging in drugs or in any other type of immoral behavior with them. If you want to try what I'm telling you, just quit any type of immoral behavior for 60 days. And you'll see that most of the gang stalking is going to be gone after that time. Just give it a shot. And the thing is that typically what ties targets to gang stalkers is only the immoral behavior. So once you're back sober in your five senses and with a clean spirit, and by a clean spirit, I mean your psyche clean from engaging in any type of immoral behavior, you're going to see that the gang stalking will go away. Let me tell you, in the beginning, I didn't believe that was the way out, but it actually is. It really, really is. The thing is that immoral people and the people that are going to be pushing the gang stalking narrative are only tied to you through the immoral behavior, the illicit substance abuse. And once you cut off that behavior and you don't allow it into your lives, you close all the doors to gang stalking. Gang stalking happens to you if you keep the doors open. And that's the truth. It sounds religious as fuck, but I'm telling you, not from a religious point of view. I'm telling you just what the most concise and effective way to get out of that as fast as possible is literally just stopping all type of immoral behavior. And don't accuse your family. Don't accuse your family. Just stay clean and then stay the 60 days, 75 days out of any type of immoral behavior, and then go check on your family, and you're gonna see for yourself that your family isn't part of it. But I guarantee you 100% that unless you're engaging in immoral behavior with your family, being it get high together or sexual acts or anything along those lines, probably your family has nothing to do with gang stalking. Nothing. I'm 100% sure, to be honest. I was absolutely convinced that my mom was a gang stalker, and I was so fucking wrong. I'm just glad I didn't accuse her of anything. All right? Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Bye. Take care. Good luck. And keep me updated.